Hi guys, Sansu is back and today we are going to talk about JavaScript. We are going to talk about introduction to variables, functions and classes in JavaScript. So I have created this HTML file, added the script, and now before starting we'll talk about comments. In HTML we wrote comments like this, and here we type any matter, the computer will ignore it. So same in JavaScript. You can type 2/ and then a space, and then everything here will be ignored in JavaScript. And if you want comments which should be more than one line, you can type Ctrl+Shift+A. Before that, first we should select this. So select the text and Ctrl+Shift+A. Alt-Shift+A. So that this is a multi-line comment. It starts with a / and then a star and ends with star and then a /. So this can take up to multiple lines. This everything is just comments and comments. Or instead you can type this is a comment and then this and this and this. It would be ugly to have this symbol at the starting for every. So now starting with variables. Variables are like boxes in which you can store values. So type var, then a space, and we need to type the name of the variable. It can be anything, and equals, and in double colon we need to write the value of the variable. This is how we create variables in JavaScript. Like we use document dot write. We write here document dot write value. Instead of writing this value, now we can use our variable, which is anything. It is wrong, so you can see it is showing a quick fix. Change anything. So we can take this anything. So it will say, okay, document dot write anything. It's a variable. Okay, what does it mean? Anything. Oh, it is value. So instead of this, I would like to write value. So the computer will think this anything as if it is this. And also if you want to change the value of anything, you can just anything equals some value 2. So you don't need to change this, just you can change the value of anything. Now you can see document.write anything. Okay, what's anything? Anything is value. Okay, what? Before this line there is something else. Anything is then changed to value 2. Okay, so I want to type here value 2. So the computer will think that value 2 is here. Here it's value 2, not anything. I can use this anything and number of times. Many times. So now we will talk about functions. So to make a function, a function is a task which is done by computer, like this console.log task or this document dot write task. They are all tasks, and we can also make our own task by writing function, a space, and the name of the task, open close brackets, parameters, and open close bracket, enter. So we can do do anything here. And so this parameter, this para is a parameter. Like if you want to call this function, write a open close brackets and then a semicolon. So we are calling this a function, but you can see when we type this console.log and then this, you can see it's showing data. It's a parameter which is written here, and it will take data, and whatever we type here will be consoled. Same as that, when we write a function and then open close bracket, you can see para. It's a parameter, and we can give values in it like a, b, c, d, and then in this function we can use this para as a variable. So when we call a, it is abcd, it goes into the parameter para, and then we can use console.log para. So now we will talk about classes. So to create a class, so to know what about classes, classes are just objects. In real life there are objects like a ball, a boy, etc. We can create an object in JavaScript using a class. So we write a class, then a space, and then the name of the class like ball or a boy, open close brackets. And like class and like objects have properties like their width, their height, etc. And boy has his height, his weight, his eye color, his skin color, etc. You can give properties to this class also by typing constructor, 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 open close brackets, and then open close curly brackets. And instead we can write this dot height. So this boy's height equals 15 inches, but if we are using text with our numbers, they should be in double quotes. So this dot, and this boy's weight is like 10 kg. It's too much low, 20 kg. And this boy's skin color is light blackish color. This dot eye color is blue. And when your variables having more than one word, you can use this underscore, or the next word starting letter can be capital. This is called camel case, and this is called underscore format, something like that. I like this camel case, so I am gonna to use that. Like a boy has some properties, he has some functions to do, like to blink, to walk, to eat, etc. They are called methods of this class. So we can, after this constructor, we can write blink, open close brackets, parameters, this, and we can do anything here just like we are doing with normal functions. But just to call this blink, we can't write just blink. We need to write boy dot blink. So, and in constructor we can use some height and then width. Sorry, not width. Weight. If we give this height, then use this height. Otherwise, use this 15-inch. Same here. If while calling this boy, if they give weight, use this weight instead of that. If they didn't give weight, you can use this 20 kg. So if you want to create a new object, so var boy, it's a variable and it will be a new boy. A new boy, and now we can pass in the height, which I want to be 16-inch, and the weight to be 35 kg. Now I mentioned this so that the height and weight would be 16-inch and 35 kg respectively. If I didn't give, it would be 15-inch and 20 kg. So we can change this to times. So now we want to call this boy. We want to say this boy to blink. So how do we say? We write this boy variable dot, and now because he's a boy, he has everything of this. He also has this blink function. So we can say boy dot blink, open close brackets, and 5 times. So he will blink 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will blink 5 times, and we can write function like walk of how many steps. Now I am just not using these values, but in future videos we are going to use these parameters times and steps to do different kind of functions. Now we have created this function walk, and then we wrote boy.blink 5, walk 10, and blink 3. So it will do the tasks in this order, but it would be nice to see the boy actually doing it. So now we know how to make the artificial intelligence, the AI of the game, the software of the game, but we don't know how to draw it on the screen. So in tomorrow's video we will do that only. So to check, if I go here and click on this go live or right click, and you can see open with live server, then you will reach here. If you press Ctrl Shift J or Ctrl Shift I or right click inspect or 3 dots, more tools and developer tools, then you will reach here. Or for some reason you don't reach there and here, then find for a console button here, or open these 2 arrows and you will get console option here. And then if you open console, you can see this is the console, and if I type console.log boy, for now it's very complicated, you can see it's showing this. If I press this arrow mark, you can see it's a boy, eye color blue, height 15 inch, skin color light blackish, weight 20 kg, and this prototype. It's very complicated, but if you press this, you can see this blink function and with parameter times, this walk function with parameter steps, a constructor which is a class boy, which is the same thing which we wrote here in our class. So you can't say anything. This is all for this part. If you like this video, like it and share it with your friends and family members. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon. Till then, thank you.